6920 and 6930 physical phone button layout. In the training video you're about to watch, we're going to be using the 6930 phone model. There is a 6920 model which is a little bit smaller, and the only major physical differences between these two phone models is the 6920, the smaller model, is going to have a smaller display. It's only going to have 4 soft keys instead of the 5 you see here, and it's only going to come with 6 programmable line keys instead of the 12 that the 6930 has on it right now. Now we're going to go over the physical button layout, and we're going to start from the top down. Now the first thing you're going to see to the left and right of the display are 6 programmable line keys on each side. Now these programmable buttons are where you're going to see your inbound calls ringing in to the phone, outbound calls are going to be made. They also can be set up as speed dials for internal and external use, as well as programmed to set up an intercom button, a record option, and other programmable buttons. Now below your display you're going to see these soft keys, and they are constantly changing depending on what you're doing. So when you're on a phone call, you're going to see one set of options. As you're dialing somebody, you're going to see another set of options. And if you're not on a phone call at all, you're going to see another set of options. It's constantly changing depending on what you're doing at that given moment. Now, to the bottom right of this display, you're going to have your navigation wheel. Up, down, left, right, little button in the middle is enter on whatever you have highlighted, and that is how you're going to be able to navigate through your different menu options. Now below the display you're going to have your dial pad, and to the left of this dial pad, starting from the top down, you're going to have this little person right here. Clicking on this button is going to bring you to your contact directory. Now what's nice about this is it's going to bring you to your entire corporate directory where you're going to see every single person within your school district. Now just like a cell phone, you're going to be able to scroll through this, dial anyone within the directory, get more information on each contact, just like a cell phone. Right below this button you have these 2 little arrows, and that is your call history. Just like a cell phone again, you're going to have a full list of all your missed calls, received calls, and placed calls, caller ID, time and date, and even the duration of the call, just like you'd expect from any other call history option. Below that button you have your voicemail box. Alright, that's going to be the button you press if you have a new voicemail. We're going to go over your voicemail in detail in the voicemail video. Right below that you have your settings option. Going into your settings is where you can make some basic changes, just like your ringtone. You can change your backlight intensity and background timeout as well. Below that you have your volume control. Alright, this is where you're going to be able to raise and lower the volume of your ringtone. If you're on your handset, it's going to adjust the volume of your handset. And if you're on your speakerphone, it'll adjust the volume of your speakerphone calls. Now to the right of your dial pad, you have these options. And starting from the top down, you have this nice red hung up phone. That is your end call button. If you're on a call and you want to end the call, you could simply tap that button at any time to end that call. Right below that button you have this swirling arrow, and that is a redial button. Simply tapping that button twice will redial the last person you called. If you tap it once, it's going to bring you to your outbound call history to choose somebody else you've called recently. Right below that button you have your hold button. It's the button with the little pause symbol on it, and if you're on a call and want to put someone on hold, simply tap that button to do so. You could pick up the person you put on hold. You will see them on hold on your phone on this specific line they were on, and it will be flashing. Simply tap that flashing line key to pick up that person that was on hold. Now, below the hold button, you're going to have a mute button. That's going to put the person you're talking to on mute so they can no longer hear you. It will light up red so you know that you're on mute and no one can hear you. Right below the mute button, you have a speakerphone/headset button depending on what you're using. If you're on a call and you want to switch to speakerphone, simply tap that speakerphone button. It will light up red, and now you're on speakerphone. To switch back to your handset, just pick up the handset again and it'll switch over automatically. That is the end of the physical phone button layout training. Thank you very much and have a great day.